Hi guys, namaste. Welcome to Utsav Yoga once again with me, Shikha Chandok on the mat. Well, I really haven't really got the chance to introduce myself since how long I've been doing yoga and what else do I do apart from being on the mat. I've been practicing yoga since more than a decade now and I've been teaching yoga for more than 8 years now. I started with Ashtanga. It was a very hardcore practice and then slowly it graduated towards Hatha, Yin, restorative. I just love relaxing pose on the mat. But I teach Ashtanga, I teach Hatha, I teach Yin, and I teach, Vinyasa yoga as well with different variations. And I love to include my own flavor into the practice so that it's not really monotonous for people. And in every class, I try and bring a new flavor to the class. And apart from yoga, I'm also a very, very passionate Zumba instructor. And I do a lot of dance fitness classes also. And I'm sure you're gonna meet me more often here, not just on the mat, but also on the dance floor. Well, today we will be doing Ashtanga Salutations B. It's a wonderful practice. Ashtanga Salutations A we've already done. I'm sure, I hope you all enjoyed that. And Ashtanga Salutations B will actually work on opening up your inner thighs. It's quite challenging on your thighs. It is a challenging one, but it's amazing. I can really guarantee that. And then let's see if we can maybe add on a little bit of more flavor into that. So let's just get started with the practice. First round, I'm going to go easy, step by step, break it and explain each in every step, and so that you know where your how your body should be aligned in this. So let's get started. Front of the mat, feet together. So your tailbone should not be arching out like that. It should be tucked in. Your belly has to be really into the spine. Throw the air out of your nose. Belly goes to the spine. You're maintaining a nice abdominal lock and just roll your shoulders back. And now as we inhale, we sit down into an imaginary chair. We call it Utkatasana. So inhale, hips back, hips down, knee back. You should not be able, your knee should never cross a toe. You should be able to look at your toes. So hips down, knees right on top of your toes, arms up. Exhale all the way down, and now you try and straighten the legs. If you cannot touch the mat, you can always keep your palms on your thighs or on your knee. Make sure your body weight is towards your big toes but not on your heels. And then as you inhale, you look halfway up, lengthen your spine, roll the shoulders back. As you exhale, take the right leg back, take your left leg back. You can choose to stay here if you're a really beginner into the practice, or you go down into Chaturanga, Ashtangi's favorite pose, Chaturanga. Inhale, come into upward facing dog. Your toes has to be relaxed on the mat, thighs off the mat, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, going back into downward facing dog. And here comes the challenge in Ashtanga Salutations B. But first, let's correct your down dog. Push the mat further away. Don't be here. This is wrong. You're just relaxing here. Push the mat further, further, further so that you create a nice length in your spine. Heels on the mat. If you have a back issue, you can always micro bend. Keep your knees soft, but your heels should never be off. It should be on the mat. Create good length in your spine. And from here, as you inhale, you take your right foot, place it between your palms. Okay, and now draw the back foot in on the mat. Inhale, you come up into warrior one. Ensure your shoulders are down, your elbows are rotated inwards, your front thigh is parallel to the ground. The outer edge of the back foot is nicely on the mat. And as you exhale, once again, put your palms back on the mat. Twist your back foot in, take your right leg back, either into a plank or down in Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into down dog. Take it easy, one breath, one movement. And now as you inhale, take your left foot between your palms. Really create nice length between both the legs. Twist your back foot in on the mat. The outer edge has to be placed nicely. Inhale, coming up. The front thigh should never be like this. It should really be parallel. Both the hands up. Join your palms. Exhale, both the palms back on the mat. take your left leg back, once again down in Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into down dog. And now this is the time to rejuvenate, relax, grab your breath back. At the same time, allow the blood to boil so that your toxins are getting released. Really gaze towards your belly button. 6. Push down on the mat with your heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look between your palms. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Stepping with your right and then your left. Be light on your feet. Exhale to fold forward. And now this time as you inhale, you once again sit into an imaginary chair. Bring your hips down, knees right on top of your toes. Inhale, both hands up. Join your palms. And coming up into Samasthiti. Wow, well that was one round of salutations, Ashtanga Salutations B. I hope you're clear with all the steps, your body well aligned, because what happens usually whenever we are getting into a warrior one, we are usually here. You see, this is a very comfortable pose. Our thigh is not parallel to the ground, it's not doing its work, because if you're here, your inner thigh are not getting opened up, okay? So we really want to take the leg back. We want to place the outer edge back on the mat nicely, and then keep the left thigh parallel so that you can really feel the burning, right? So now I invite you all to practice with me. Let's see how many rounds we can pull off together. Front of the mat, feet together. Tailbone tucked in. We flow from one breath to another non-stop. Inhale, sitting down into a chair. Exhale all the way down, straighten your legs. Inhale, look halfway up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take your right leg back, left leg back. Either stay here or you go down in Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, take your right foot between your palms, back foot on the mat. Coming up. Parallel, front thigh parallel to the ground, back foot on the mat. Exhale, both the palm on the mat. Going down in Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, take your left foot between your palms, back foot on the mat. Front thigh parallel, both the hands up, shoulders down. Exhale, both the palms back on the mat. Left leg back, going down in Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into down dog. Push the mat further away, gaze towards your belly button. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look between your palms, lift your heels, bend your knees. Step with your right and then your left. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, sitting up into Utkarasana chair. And exhale to Samasthiti. Round 2. Inhale, sitting down into chair. Exhale all the way down, straighten your legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, right leg back, left leg back, down in Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, take your right foot between your palms, back foot on the mat. Arms up, gaze on your thumb. Exhale, both the palms on the mat, right leg back, down in Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, take your left foot between your palms, back foot on the mat, both your hands up. Exhale, both the palms back on the mat, left leg back, down in Chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. I'm feeling my thighs. I'm feeling my arms. I hope you're feeling the same. And we both are sailing in the same boat. Now gaze towards the belly button. 6, 5, 4,
2, 1. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Inhale, look between your palms. Step forward with your right and then the left. Exhale, go down. Inhale, sitting up into a chair. Exhale into Samasthiti.
All right, guys, we've just done 2 rounds of Salutations B. Like I said before, I love to include my own flavor and to add on a little bit of variation in the practice. So now I'm gonna add on a variation that's really gonna burn your hips and it's gonna work on your hips nicely. And one round is gonna get even more elongated. So are you ready? Because I'm ready. So let's just practice together. Front of the mat, feet together, tailbone tucked in, belly sucked in. Inhale, sitting down into chair. Exhale all the way down, straighten your legs. Maintain your abdominal lock all the time. Inhale, look halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, take your right leg back, left leg back. Going down in Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into down dog. Now before we go on to the warrior, we want to get into a lizard. So as you inhale, you lift your right leg up in the air. Point your toe. Go as high as possible, as high. Push the mat further away. And as you exhale, take your right foot outside your right palm. You can choose to stay here or you drop both the forearms on the mat. Keep pressing, keep pushing your right knee out. And push back with your left heel. We stay here for a couple of deep breaths. 4, 3, 2. Inhale here, and as you exhale, you lift your right arm up. Look at your right thumb. Get those forearms strong. Exhale, drop back on the mat. Push up. And go back into downward facing dog. Inhale, take your left leg up in the air as high as possible. You know, I can't take this one so high because of the injury that I got on my right hamstring. But I'll still try and do as much as I can. Push the mat further away. Listen to your own body. Exhale, take your left foot outside your left palm. Drop both the forearms on the mat. Push your left knee out. Feel your hips opening up. It can really add on. This step can really add on to this practice because it's really adding on to your, working on your inner thighs, your hips. Now inhale long. Exhale, lift your left arm up. Stay. Stay. Look at your left thumb back on the mat. Push up and go back into downward facing dog. Wow, my thighs are burning. And now, as you inhale, once again lift your right leg up in the air. All the way. Bring your right foot between your palms, back foot on the mat. Coming up into warrior 1. Exhale, both the palms down on the mat. Maybe we add on a bit of more challenge. Lift your right leg up, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale into down dog. And now as you inhale, lift your left leg up, 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 higher. Bring it between your palms, back foot on the mat. Coming up. Exhale, both the palms back on the mat. One-legged chaturanga. Look ahead. Inhale into up dog, gaze up. Between your brows. Exhale into down dog and stay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your heels, bend your knees. Inhale, look between your palms, stepping with your right and then your left. Now exhale, go forward all the way down. Suck your belly in. We try and hold this for a couple of deep breaths. Feel the burn in your hamstrings. Shift the body weight on your big toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sit down into a chair. Exhale into Samasthiti. Whoa, great guys. Well, that was Ashtanga Salutations B practice with our variation. The only reason I included my own step was because, Ashtanga Salutation B is as it is working on your inner thigh. We are trying to open up this area. We're trying. And then now when I included the lizard lunge, we call it, it's adding on. It's working on your hips even more. It's gonna get you with some great hip mobility if you practice minimum 3 to 4 rounds whenever you're on the mat. And that's the reason. And of course, a lot of chaturangas are involved. And whenever we have taken the leg up, it's worked on the hamstring. So all in all, it's like a full body great workout when we talk of the physical aspect. And of course, never forget that it's also working on your emotional and mental aspect. It's really aligning your pranic flow, aligning your chakras, and I'm sure you're going to feel great after that. So that was me with salutation practice with you all. Let me know if you all enjoyed it. Let me know if you're really finding it challenging with chaturangas. Maybe I can come back with some more drills to get your chaturanga right. So let me know about that, and never forget your body is your own temple. Till then, keep practicing. Namaste.